Merry Thanksgiving. That's what I'm talking about. Merry Jupiter Day, y'all. Good Life just came on. I don't know what your energy like. I know, some of y'all may not even celebrate Thanksgiving, right? But nonetheless, I give thanks to you. And Spirit obviously have a message here for us on this day. So regardless of what is in your external reality, right? Some of y'all may be spending this day alone, or you just may not be sharing this day with certain people that you wanted to, but things get better, okay? And I'm speaking from experience. Last Thanksgiving was completely different from this Thanksgiving, and when it comes to you, I know that same thing is going to happen. And so just continue to have faith in whatever your ancestors have been promising you, and it gets better as the song is playing, right? So I'm going to be covering the daily energy for 11/28/2024, y'all. So the daily energy adds up to 47, which breaks down to 11. We have a lot of 11 energy here today or these ones, right? We have the 11 from the month. The 28th adds up to 10, so we have a 1 there. And then the daily energy adds up to 11. I caught 111 at the time of me channeling this energy for this day. So we have 5 ones here for us. And so this is speaking of changes that are happening, even if you don't see them. Some of y'all can feel them. Some of y'all can see it in your mind's eye. But nonetheless, the moon is in Scorpio. So speaking of foresight, speaking of intuition, speaking of gut feelings, speaking of seeking, right, the hidden meanings and the hidden truths, it will be a lot that is going to be revealed to you when it comes to your new transformed life here. All right, a lot of us are experiencing this new timeline, right, this new reality, whatever that looks like for you, and it gets better, y'all. We are literally only scratching the surface, and that's part of what motivates me and inspires me to tap in to the daily energy. So not only we know what to expect, but how we can also create and be intentional with the energy that we're going to experience. So y'all tune in every freaking day, Ashe. So I channeled scraps are useful. How can you repurpose the metals? All right. So there may be some things that are, because I was channeling like leftovers energy, where it's like, it may be the scraps at the bottom of the pan, right? It may be the leftovers of something that you are like, still trying to figure out what to do with. And Spirit's just calling for you to ask yourself, how can you repurpose what you are left with? What's in your hand, right? When it comes to the cards that you were dealt, how can you make it work for you, right? Let's go ahead and mix it on up and let's eat, all right? Yeah, because what I'm seeing right now is somebody in jail, and I'm just seeing them like how, well, I've never been to jail, but I've heard and like seen on television how they'll just like make combinations of concoctions of things, just to make something shake. And that's what I'm getting, like, make something shake with what you got. I know you want it to be a little better, right? Because speaking with that jailhouse energy, their food sucked from what I know, but we have Baby Boy now playing, right? Some of y'all are also going to be expanding your family. Some of y'all are going to be coming into union with your children, right? To some of you, your children, you may have had to let your children go so they can embark on their own journey, or maybe they need to do some healing or to find their own independence, right? And so I do see that coming together. What are your desires when it comes to family and healing and reunion? Are you at a place where you accept what is and you are just ready to build your own family and just hold space for your blood family? Or do you desire, because when it comes to these timelines, all timelines exist. So there is a timeline that exists when it looks like it's just you. There's a timeline that exists with you and a partner. There's a timeline that exists with you and children. There's a timeline that exists with you, your partner, and children. There's a timeline that exists with you, your partner, your children, and your family. There's so many timelines available for us to choose from. Your options are unlimited in regards to what you want. And so it's just a matter of you getting clear on what your desires are, and then setting that intention and put it out to the universe like, hey, I understand that this is the reality I'm in now, but this is the desired path. So if y'all can all conspire with me so I can align with that timeline, rather that's help with the healing of your family members or help energetically or spiritually, so y'all can come and share the same space. So it is, right? So get clear on what you do desire when it comes to your future. What do you want this day on in next year to look like, right? Around this time next year, what do you want to look like? When it comes to around your birthday, because it's not just about Thanksgiving, because this 11 energy is about your vision as a whole. So when it comes to your birthday, right? What's your ideal birthday plan? And not necessarily what's your ideal birthday plan, but let's reflect on this year, all right? The major events, any pivotal moments in your life, any holidays, right? What do you want that to look like? So definitely be on purpose with think on purpose, dream on purpose, visualize on purpose. I did channel family dreams come true, long awaited. So some of y'all are actually living in your past prayer, right? Or maybe you wanted to unite, you wanted to spend time with or meet your spouse's, your in-laws, right? You wanted to gather with your family again, or you wanted to travel or whatever. A lot of you are living in this reality here. So express your gratitude for sure. I channel Empire State of Mind. And then I saw the Wendy Williams Statue of Liberty fall. I don't know if y'all ever saw it, but on one of Wendy Williams' show before she got really sick, I think she was sick behind the scenes and we just didn't know. But on her show, it was during Halloween, if I'm not mistaken, and she was the Statue of Liberty. And while she was talking, she had an episode and she fainted on the show. And so I channeled Spell Work Backfired. All right. So I don't know. This could have something to do with an empire or something that you were building. I'm not sure. Some of this may resonate with some up north family. I'm not sure if there's a connection to New York, or I just saw the Lil Mama, because Empire State of Mind is also a song, if I'm not mistaken, by Jay-Z and Alicia Keys. And I remember they performed at one of those events, and Lil Mama came up there and they were like, what are you doing up here? Right? So this could have something to do with a third party situation. But anyways, I channeled Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina, and I heard Breaking the Paradigm here. So this is also speaking of some traumas or some dramas or some paradigms when it comes to the divine feminine energy that has been passed down in generations. Some of y'all are not connected with certain family members, rather it's siblings, cousins, even your own parents, because of our own personal trauma and internal drama and things like that. But with Whitney Houston, a few years later, I want to say 2 years later, her daughter died in the same way. I think she died in a tub from an overdose, supposedly her mom did or something like that. But I just saw something ending when it comes to this mother-daughter dynamic that is unhealthy. So there is definitely an important change that happens on this day. You may see it in the physical, or this may just be happening in the spiritual, but there may be some heart-to-heart conversations that are had, or maybe, just the energy for the day is all agreements, all disagreements aside, all arguments aside, I love you and I'm grateful to spend this day with you. So some of y'all may actually be in a better space when it comes to the divine feminine or your mother on this day. Okay. But I channel an important change. There's an important change that happens when the usual way of thinking about or doing something is replaced by a new and different way. So that's that paradigm. A paradigm is an important change that happens. A paradigm shift is an important change that happens when the usual way of thinking about or doing something is replaced by a new and different way. So like I said, there is definitely a breaking of the paradigm happening right now, and there's a whole new way of operation. I'm hearing orders of operation, chain of command as well. So you have definitely earned your respect here, and you may actually receive this when it comes to the family around you. They may just speak to you different. They may honor your boundaries. They may even give you your flowers here. So be open to that. Also, reflect on 11:10 and 11:19. There may be some connection there, because that was when we also had all of those ones. We had those 5 ones. So reflect back to 11:10 and 11:19, and there may be a connection in regards to that, those 2 days and today here. What else we got? I channeled Other Side of the Game by Erykah Badu. What you're going to do when it comes for you. So there is definitely some energy that somebody is battling. and you may have been holding space for them. They may have a good heart, right? Or have good intentions, but maybe just due to circumstances, they may be in a very unfortunate space. And I'm just hearing hold space for them. Hold space for them. Like, instead of trying to be so judgmental, try to understand where they're coming from here. Be the light in darkness with that. Some of y'all may also find yourself being the black sheep, right? At your family gatherings, and Spirit's just calling for you to show up authentically. I heard allow me to reintroduce myself. So this may be a reintroduction here when it comes to just showing up in this evolved version. So definitely walk in your power and just be honest with yourself as well as everybody else when it comes to what you stand for and who you are today, okay? I channeled Spirit will be communicating via music, so listen for that. And there's something about 7 days. Give it 7 days to unfold. So there may be something that a download that you get on this day that there may be a download that you get on this day, and it's going to be about 7 days until this comes into fruition or something like that. And I feel like I've been talking a lot. I feel like I've just been talking a lot with this daily energy here. So there may be a lot of talking here on this day. And it doesn't mean like negative. It may just be like a lot of conversations are had. But a lot of y'all are going to be glowing on this day. Your aura is going to be radiant on this day. And whoever was sleeping on you, baby, you're going to wake them the fuck up, okay? So the crystals for the day are malachite, moss agate, pyrite, amazonite, and citrine. The colors for the day are yellow, black, and white. Now let me pull some cards for us. If you've made it thus far, y'all go ahead and drop your hearts down below. Yellow, black, and white, let me know that you've made it here. And of course, smash that like and subscribe button and turn your notifications on. Let's see what we got here. Let's give us one for the collective. What's the perspective for the collective? I am your man, but only when you're lonely. All right, give me one. What we got here for the collective? We have balance and harmony here. We have total disruption in reverse. Beautiful. So this is a very peaceful day. The energy is definitely energy. And we have balance and harmony and total disruption in reverse. So this is like DTP, don't disturb the peace. And we have blissed in reverse. We have blissed in reverse. So this just feels like very positive, neutral energy. Some of you may be super high and super happy, but it just feels like copacetic, honestly. What else we have here? We have highly sensitive in reverse. So with that highly sensitive being in reverse, that means you are deeply rooted, okay? We have persistent patience, the peacemaker. I told you, very peaceful energy here today. We have limitless prosperity in reverse. So this is just a reminder for you to be grateful for what you have and not be over here complaining about the have-nots. We have passion ignited here. So something may really brew up in you on this day in regards to creation and being intentional with that of which you are speaking out into the universe and creating here. And we got these last two. We have fertile ground upright. I told you, highly sensitive in reverse because you're deeply grounded here. And we have trials and tribulations, the shadow in reverse. So this does feel like even if there is disruption around you, even if there is a lot of disruption, emotions that are high around you, you're going to be deeply grounded and you have an abundant source to pull from. So don't you forget that. And I want to pull an angel number and we're done. Give me one angel number, please. What we got here? And it's okay to remove yourself because you may feel a little overwhelmed. So definitely make sure you have your stones on. To those of you who are sensitive, make sure you wear your crystals. Make sure you have your oil on. Make sure you say your prayer just to protect your aura. Because I think it's important that we remember that sometimes it's not the beings, like it's not your mom, it's not your sister, it's their friends, right? It's the energy that is attached to them. So definitely set yourself up for success by protecting your aura so you can coexist here. So just give me one. Thank you. We have 1122. Dreams come true. So even reflect back to 1122. Remember, I talked about the importance of that. But 1122 is a very, very beautiful energy when it comes to dream realities, when it comes to balancing that divine masculine and feminine energy and co-creating together here. But we have great shift. Then I talk about that paradigm shift, and it reads, first, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. With all of those ones, right? So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. So I need y'all to declare down below in the comments, I permit myself to try something new. I permit myself to try something new. I permit myself to try something new, baby, boo, with you. So that concludes our daily energy here. We have 8888 at the bottom of the deck. Thank y'all for choosing to share this space with us. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button and turn your notifications so you don't miss a beat, because you already know it's a fucking vibe. I love you all, and I'll see you very soon on the next video. Ashe.